Hi, I'm Rebekah and I work for B-hive Innovations as a research and development graduate, and I'm currently managing our Wireworm Project. So wireworms are the larvae of click beetles, and there's around 9,000 species found worldwide, and about 50 of those species are found here in Britain. Only a few of these species are considered pests, with 3 key species being responsible for the majority of damage to the likes of potatoes and other crops here in the UK. And those species are Agriotes lineatus, obscurus, and sputator. These pests are generalist feeders, which means that they feed on the roots, shoots, and bulbs of various crops and plants like potatoes, maize, carrots, and grass. The damage they do tends to come in the form of small, narrow holes that are a few millimeters deep, and this damage can lead to potatoes being unmarketable and can cause up to £150,000 worth of damage per field. Wireworms vary in size depending on species and can grow up to 14 to 25 millimeters. Wireworms can live up to 4 to 5 years in the soil before molting into adults. In May-June time, the female click beetles begin laying their eggs and can lay up to 300 at a time. The eggs take around 4 to 6 weeks to hatch, depending on temperatures here in the UK. And when they do hatch, they require live plant material to survive. The larvae then have 2 intense feeding periods throughout the year that occur in first March to May time and again in September to October. And during those times, this is when they do the most significant crop damage. Wireworms are found randomly distributed throughout fields, which can make detection incredibly difficult. They tend to move up and down the soil profile. They can go as far as 60 centimeters deep into the soil. They have been noted to also move up to 3.6 meters horizontally through the soil in a day. In recent years, they've become a serious issue due to numerous reasons, such as the removal of insecticides like mocap. Current insecticides that are available are not as effective as the old ones, and they tend to simply induce a state of morbidity in the wireworms, which they can then make a full recovery from. Also, a change in cultivation practices has led to them to populations expanding, because the likes of minimum till and no till means that the soil isn't being upturned and they're not getting exposed to predators such as birds. So at B-hive, we are doing a feasibility study where we're looking into detection methods using AI and machine learning techniques. What we hope to achieve is to be able to detect the wireworms in the soil by attaching cameras to the likes of, say, a plough or cultivator leg. And when the soil is being upturned, the camera can then detect the wireworms being present in the soil, and then we can use the GPS to tag these areas in the field. And at the end, we could create a map that will highlight the various areas where there are wireworms, so that the grower can then go to those particular locations and apply targeted control methods.